Vusi Thembekwayo has actually come out with a public statement regarding, or pertaining to rather, the charges that have been levied against him of gender-based violence and assault by his wife. The incident is alleged to have happened on the 4th of December this year, and he's basically come out with a statement to defend himself, or to actually proclaim his innocence in the matter. So if you don't know what's currently happening with the case, I believe he appeared in the Randburg Magistrates Court last week, Wednesday, after which the case was postponed to early next year. And after all of this, he's come out with the statement which reads, "It has come to my attention that media tabloids have shared the news that myself and my family are currently going through a difficult period. As noted on a retweet, I have been off my social media accounts for a week dealing with a private family matter that requires my urgent attention. So to address the news firsthand, I can confirm that I flew back to South Africa on the 6th of December 2021 from an international trip to attend to a situation pertaining to my wife and her long-standing battle with substance abuse. Her response has been unfortunate and resulted in alleged charges of assault against me. The matter appeared in court this week and has been remanded and is being defended. At all times, I have cooperated with the law enforcement to resolve this matter courteously and expeditiously. As it stands, I maintain my innocence and will prove this in the appropriate forum and trust the Justice Department to deal with it accordingly. I have always been an advocate of equality, committed to eradicating all forms of gender-based violence, GBV, and I believe my record speaks for itself in this matter. I must state that I have consistently maintained my family and personal life as a matter of privacy and never sought to make a public spectacle of my family, and subsequently ensured that it is kept separate from my career. I will be continuing with the same approach in dealing with the matter as far as possible, particularly to safeguard my children. I ask for your understanding and support in this regard." Okay. So that is the statement that Vusi Thembekwayo has released. So if you know the charges that are actually being levied against him, so it is being alleged that this incident took place on the 4th of December 2021, and Vusi is actually coming out to say that I'm assuming he was on a business trip until the 6th of December and only came back to South Africa on the 6th of December. So he's saying he came back to deal with his wife's long-standing battle with substance abuse. And obviously, the question that is being asked here is how he dealt with, or how he is dealing with, her substance abuse, or her alleged substance abuse, because it is being alleged that he actually tried to drag her out of bed by her feet, slapped her, and proceeded to force her into a car and tried to drive her somewhere, after which she tried to escape the car, by actually jumping out of the car. So the matter here is what or how he has chosen to deal with her substance abuse. Did he choose to deal with it by assaulting her, or did he choose to deal with it by using other measures that were available to him? Obviously, all of these questions are questions that are going to be asked, and questions that are hopefully going to be answered once this case does go to to court next year. But a lot of people on Twitter are actually in support of the wife, because the wife, I believe there was some publications or some stories that said she's going to come out and come with medical records to prove that, she had received some bodily harm as a result of Vusi Thembekwayo laying hands on her. So we are, yes, we are really very excited to see how this case chooses to unfold, especially since he has been someone that has spoken out against gender-based violence. And he's actually using that as a means to say, oh, I could have never done this, because as you know, I am an advocate of gender-based violence, or I'm advocate of against rather gender-based violence. But according to my knowledge and my opinion, just because you're an advocate of gender-based violence and you're trying to bring awareness to it and you're always publicly speaking out against it, it doesn't exonerate you from partaking in it behind closed doors. So I don't believe that he can use that as a stance, because we all know that people like to say one thing in public but actually do the completely different things in private, and that is actually what is going to be argued in this case, right? But tell me what you think in the comment section. I just wanted to read out the statement that has been released by Vusi Thembekwayo. Obviously, everything is being alleged. Nothing has been proven in a court of law. He hasn't been, he hasn't been convicted of any criminal charges.